It got really quiet. We're on that Easy Delivery Company ambience. But hi, everybody. Uh, Welcome to the stream. Tonight I'll be playing Easy Delivery Company, which I streamed for 4 hours last week and had a wonderful time doing it. And then I lost the VOD because I had to learn a quirk about how Twitch deals with starting and stopping streams. So there were technical difficulties, which I overcame. And then this week, I'm streaming, 40 minutes plus 24 hours later than I normally do, for some similar reasons. But yeah, I had a lot of thoughts and a lot of feelings about Easy Delivery. That's what I want to do. My chat widget, which is through like a web applet thing, changed from one week to another, and I spent the last 2 hours like I'll clean up my desk. I'm gonna fix all the cables. I'm gonna get it right. And what I forgot was that streaming from a Steam Deck means that it is super unreliable whether or not I can get the video. So I fought with that for a while, had a minor breakdown, extremely frazzled, almost got hit by a car today. I'll talk about it. We'll get into it. I'm so thrilled to be here now. So without further ado, we'll get into the main show. I want to talk about my thoughts from the beginning portions of Easy Delivery, kind of what happened in the game, because I would like these videos, these VODs, to be a little bit of a record of me and where I am. These are a little bit of a diary, which is why I only care about getting them uploaded to YouTube and less so about what happens on Twitch. And so last week was a little bit of a disappointment. But without further ado, fuck ice. Let's get started. Day 7, 23 deliveries. That sounds right. Actually, it kind of doesn't sound right. Let's see, I figured out one of the reasons it was so quiet, which was that I had the game muted. But here we go. All right, here's my truck. I'm here. So as you can see, if you know anything about the game, I'm in Fishing Town. I'm at the entrance to Fishing Town, and the gate is open, which puts me squarely at a certain point in the game. Currently trying to save up money to buy fancy tires. I already bought the snow tires. I think these are the chain tires. I thought snow tires were just tires with chains, but it looks like these are special fancy chain tires. Let's see. What was it like last week? Oh, you know what? I didn't mean to scare those birds away. Next time there's birds, I'm going to stop and I'm going to hit them with a bird seed. Because that's an item that I got. Stop. Let's see. I have to remember all the buttons. Bird seed. Alright. Hello, bird. Aw. Another bird showed up. And now I'm freezing to death from hypothermia. I can watch them from the truck. Wow. Sorry, I'm getting reacquainted with this truly wonderful game. Let's see. The first time we played, I got a handle on the jobs, the driving system, some of the ways you can kind of get away with driving kind of crazy and still get to where you're going. And a lot of thoughts. I had a lot of... Let's just drive into the wilderness. Fuck it. I have not done this yet. I had a lot of thoughts last time I played about living in a rural place and how easy it is to sell city person on the fantasy of living somewhere rural. To be frank, when I think about leaving the city I live in Atlanta. The one thing I think about losing out on, aside from a few friends, is the food. That's kind of the major thing. The food and my job. I really love my job. But I mean, I love it about as much as you can love a job. But doing this, just driving around these back roads. I mean, hell, I'd learn to drive again if I could live somewhere that just quietly looked like this. Wow. So, last time when I was playing, and I reached this area, this sort of part of the map. Let's see if I'll bring up the map. I can remember how. That's the headlights. Here we go. So this area of the map, which is all about this big lake, this is the Fishton area, which is divided into Clifton, Smalton, and Tampton. And there's a big dam up there. The first time I played through this area, it was basically blizzardy and foggy the whole time like this, and now it's going back to that. So I haven't gotten to see like these wonderful giant arches, the elevated train tracks. I believe those are the train tracks. I don't know why I said that. I know that they're the train tracks. These train tracks which span like Shadow of the Colossus like across. It seems like all these maps they kind of show up. Oh wow, you can see so much. It's been so foggy. I wonder if it's a story thing that the first time you come through here and you're sort of you know completing kind of the tasks that you have around here, which is that's just void. Which involves finding a way into this big building next to the dam, and riding a spooky elevator down to the basement, and then finding a two-way radio. I think you find a radio there, and then talking to your buddy, who's a little dog. He's the one who's sort of asking you to do things while you're making your deliveries. Just go up here. I don't think I can go that way, but I'm curious if I can drive. Oh, I can push the trees down. I didn't know that. I can't seem to find another way around. Maybe I just need to speed up. Let's try. But the first time through here, you're running around, and it's real rough. Some bad stuff is going on with the townsfolk. We haven't talked about the townsfolk. Townsfolk in this game are having troubles. First, their troubles seem like what you might expect from small town folks living in a weird, alienated okay, we're going down. I think that I need to approach this area from the other direction. These ramps and pathways are for coming down the hill. Let's just mosey on. But at first, the town folk. These are the people inside the. Let me explain how this works. I'm driving around in a truck. There is no one else on the road. I am going between various businesses, which are in different locations, but which have the same employees per business. Which is to say, if I'm on one map and I go to the pawn shop, then the pawn shop guy is in there. And if I go to another map and I visit the pawn shop, then that is it's the same pawn shop guy. And same with the depot and the bakery and the coffee shop and all of the little businesses. And they've got their little stories. The guy in I think it's the depot, has a crush. Here we go. Alright. Okay. You really can't go on the ice, even though there's an island in the middle, and I want to go check out the island. Oh, I'm about to be out of gas, which would kill me. Oh shoot, where's the gas station? Oh, it's way over in Smalltown. Oh, thank you. I have a sugar-free Red Bull given to me by my same-sex male partner. Okay, now I'm gonna drive directly to the gas station in Smalltown. Should probably turn around and go through Damned. So as I was saying, there are these various shops that you have to stop at. Doing deliveries, you'll take, you'll take a stack of pizza boxes from the pizza place, and you'll bring it to either a random house or another one of the businesses. Or the funniest one that you'll get sometimes is to deliver one beer from the bar to another bar 2 towns over. And that one beer sits in the back of your truck. It's very amusing. Whoa. Okay, that was a really good one. Okay, let's see. So the gas station, yeah, that's going to be on my next left. And each of these businesses, the one character that's working in them, and they're all like sort of little cat people. The one character has an ongoing story. It's kind of just the same guy. You just have to go with it. It's video game rules. This kind of seems like a path. Here we go. A little shortcut. Full of little shortcuts. You have to look for that texture on the snow, and that's how you know. And as the game progresses, they have their little stories, and then slowly, the stuff they say to you starts getting replaced with, like, technical-sounding error messages. Oh, I have low energy. Oh, I'm not doing well. Both me and the truck are not doing well. Let me get inside. I'm gonna eat something. I have 1 teeth. That's all I have. It's not gonna give me a lot of energy, but it'll give me some cold resistance. Alright. So, okay, we're just gonna grab an energy drink out of this thing really quickly. I don't like doing that, but the things that they say to you, I have to kick it to get it to fall down. Glad I finally figured that out. What's the button to drink something? Here we go. Drink. Wow, the cold resistance I got from that 1 cup of tea did not last very long, did it? Their dialogue starts to fill with like technical, like computer error messages, and they don't seem to be aware of it, and it gets bad enough to where you stop being able to really understand what they're saying, which is very scary. They don't seem to be aware that you don't understand them. But you talk to this dog, I forget his name. I think it's like, I want to say it's like Cece, because he looks like KK Slider. The Animal Crossing comparison is obvious. The game is subtle enough that if you want to, I don't think you're intended to, but if you want to, you can kind of pretend that this is like a shitty town in the Animal Crossing world. We are not on a beautiful island, nor are we celebrating Christmas in a thriving small town with a strong personal identity and a bus stop and a train station. We are corporate delivery stooges, barely weaving the logistic net required to make commerce happen in a way that is unclear if it is helpful to anyone who is personally involved or if it is only helpful to the company. This is a good shortcut I found. And that pretty much sums up the vibe. Now I'll be more efficient in my corporate courier services that I must offer. Let's see. Okay, I'm coming out of Fishtown. I'm entering into, this is the first big map that you start on. It's called, what's it called? It's not really called anything. It's Weston, Upton, and Easton. No, it is called something, I just forget. Oh my god, did the snow come in heavier? Was there like an avalanche here? Is that drivable snow? I wonder if in real life people who live in snowy areas can look and see if snow is drivable just by sight, like you get used to navigating in a car in the snow enough. Okay, let's pick up a job. We're gonna run out of money and then die. Alright, Easton to Upton, Easton to Weston, Upton to Weston, Weston to Upton. It looks like Upton to Weston is going to be the most money. Just requires me to drive all the way to Upton first, but that's fine. Pick up from Easy Flowers. I know where that is. Let's change the... There we go. I like this station the best. Actually, I don't. It's low signal. Here we go. Rainless. First track we started on. So anyway, this dog character, he's obviously trying to stick it to easy company. And I'm down for that because they're oppressive, and when I'm starving to death and about to die of frostbite, they send me emails telling me that I'm only allowed to drink pre-approved energy drinks and that I'm not allowed to brew my own coffee. And brewing your own coffee is really the way to get the most energy out of a single item. I'm actually gonna probably stop. Do I have the stuff I need to do that? I love the way the radio sounds when you're standing outside the truck nearby. I do have the stuff. Okay. Let's get in really quick. I really want to explore this little area. Oh, you can just go. There's a lot. Okay. My new thing is that I'm all about finding these little shortcuts. I don't think I was looking out for them the first time, the first sesh, because I was overwhelmed with the brilliant nostalgic loneliness, ennui, and hideous possibilities of being a corporate delivery stooge. Is this drivable all the way up this hill? It may be the drivable terrain, but it can still be too steep. Alright, let's go back down. Okay. Where shall I set my little campfire? I wonder if there's that campfire that's already lit still up in Upton. If there is, I'm going to use that and save my firewood. Or I'll have to buy more firewood. At least I got a full tank of gas. It cost me a freaking arm and a leg. You know, gas is cheaper in Fishton than in Upton. This is the sort of thing you think about when the game makes you car-brained. Oh, speaking of car-brained, I nearly got hit by a car today. I was crossing a street which is busy and which I am nervous to cross. A street which I have already changed my route to work once to avoid what I thought was the more dangerous crossing. Today I was crossing the street and a car that was turning into the intersection, making a left turn from a turn lane, squeals to a halt like a foot from my left leg. And I obviously I'm immediately like freaked out. I twist my body. It actually hurts my ankle how quickly I twist my leg to move out of the way, which I don't notice until I'm walking home. And the lady who's driving is a woman driving by herself in a big black car. She rolls down the window and she goes, "I'm sorry." And in a voice of extreme depth and volume, which I did not know that I possessed, directly from my chest, I said, "Be careful." And I heard it echo off the wall. And she responded by going, "I'm sorry," and then driving off again. And it's like, do you not understand? You fucking scared the shit out of a stranger because you nearly ended their life, or at least shattered their leg. Listen, I'm 35. If I shatter my leg, that leg doesn't ever get to be the same again. Shit. Okay, I gotta get back in the truck before I die. New theory: if you're low on energy, succumb to hypothermia faster. I think that that's a mechanic. Also, it seems you recover from hypothermia more slowly. But yeah, I'm 35. If you shatter all the bones in my left leg, that leg never gets to be normal again. Oh my god. It's hard. There we go. Here we go. Light. Okay, we got the fire going. Put the cooking pot on it. And add the coffee powder. Now we wait. The great thing about the coffee powder is that it'll give you like 3 uses of coffee, which will fill your energy up all the way. I mean, each use will. And here I am with the energy drink. Nice. Alright. If I just leave my pot there, will it despawn? I don't know if there's a way to get another pot. And this is where I'm getting my pickup from. Hi, weird flower person. Good greetings. I have feelings. Several of them. This is new to me. I feel happy about this. Do you have feelings? I will be your feelings. The best thing about this game is that all the characters in it talk the way really emotional indie comics used to be written. Like 2011 to 2015. No, 2010 to 2015, I would say, was when I was the most strongly on Tumblr and the most aware of the indie comics scene and producing an enormous amount of like little poetry comics, little memoir comics myself. And I really love the funny, sort of surprising, thoughtfully weird, rather than just bluntly quirky way almost all the dialogue in this game is written. And also because of the strange mystery of the characters possibly being computer constructs or whatever. Because of that, oh shit. Oh, I flipped the fucking truck over. You gotta get out, you gotta hit the flip button, it flips back over. Now it's good. Just like the Warthog, which I compared it. There's another thing in my stream last week, is I was constantly comparing it to the Warthog from Halo Combat Evolved. It's a popular video game with the older generation. It drives a lot like that, except for one important detail, which I didn't think about, but which my same-sex male boyfriend partner pointed out to me, which was that the Warthog accelerated by pressing forward on the control stick. It did not require a separate button to be the gas, and that actually is so core to kind of how the Warthog feels and moves. It's not just the fishtailing. Although I suspect here's another mechanic I suspect is in the game, but I'm not sure. I think I'm a little wobblier when I've got something in the back of the truck, which would be realistic and is more fun. So I'm willing to believe. I am now seeing so many ramps just on the side of the road that are obvious shortcuts that I guess I just wasn't seeing the first time I played. But it's very necessary that the devs patch this game so that you have the option to accelerate with the left stick to create the full Warthog experience. I will be calling upon my many followers to review bomb the game in order to implement this sorely missing feature. There we go. Now that's a little bit of money. Alright, let's go in the bar. I don't really have a reason to, but I just want to talk to the bartender and see if he's talking normal. Hi there. Yo, hear me out. Imagine a machine could do what you're doing, but somehow worse, with a larger margin of error. And it costs decades of environmental decline. A lot of people seem to think that would be a good idea. That's extremely funny. Tell him, kitty cat. Right, well, I have delivered a giant bucket of flowers to the bar. Let's see, what's another job? Ooh, let's do an intercity job. Those are always worth more. Not going to Snowy Peaks. I don't want to go to Snowy Peaks. I'm sincere in not wanting to go to fucking Snowy Peaks. Not for 35. I'll go to Fishing Town. I just like Fishing Town. Snowy Peaks is like the most tedious area in the game. Alright, picking up from Easy Mart. No problem. I mean, okay, here we go. Hitting the ramp. Woo! Yes. Boom. Hey! I almost said, I really sitting here almost said, it's cool that the truck doesn't take damage, but then the giant fireball appeared. So, you know, man, when I get on top of one of the apartment buildings, it doesn't feel like a realistic goal for me. Do I really want to do it? Going to Easton, going to, yes, right next to the gas station. Oh, and while we're there, we should check to see if they're selling the upgraded tires, or if the upgraded tires are only available in Fishton Gaming. I mean, we could go to Snowy Peaks. If there's a... Here's the thing. This area is in between Snowy Peaks and Fishton. And if you get more money for a further delivery, then it stands to reason that I could probably make the most money just traveling back and forth between Snowy Peaks and Fishton. Hey there. Hi, mate. I almost didn't notice you. I've been so deep in thought about the injustices of the world. Same. While we're here, I hate to spend any money, but while we're here, let's go ahead and buy some more coffee powder. He's talking about repairing the ozone layer. Love that for him. Energy drink, duct tape. Why is duct tape for sale? What am I going to use duct tape for? Let's buy some firewood. Firewood is $20, dude. I've been training myself to eliminate chlorofluorocarbons from the air I breathe so that I can begin to repair the ozone layer. That will cost $19.95. Okay. It seems like, along with the weird, sort of glitched dialogue, we are now seeing the characters develop fixations. Or maybe that was just quirkiness. I don't know. The fact that we know that something extra weird is going on adds another layer of ambiguity to kind of everything you read or see, which is good. We like that. In a world where it feels like every piece of media, everything I read is so deeply fixated on providing a quick and easy answer, I find ambiguity in artwork to be like so refreshing right now. Really crave it. Which is funny, because I think that for a long time, futurists, when they were imagining the intensely technologically driven world of the future, which we're more or less living in now, I should find out where I'm going. Clifton. Where is this going? Oh, it's going to Dampton. That's easy. I think they imagined a world filled with ambiguity, when in fact, we live in a world of statements. We live in a world where people emphasize statements with question marks. And so whenever a piece of media is willing to leave you hanging, is willing to be brave enough to let some aspect of the story or some aspect of the writing be open-ended, to be like, what does Patricia Lockwood say in the Zoo poem? The ends of wagging dogs or something? The wagging tails. It's good. The other thing I want to buy is a fishing rod because there's all these little ice fishing houses out on the lake, and I want to get in on some of that ice fishing action, which I think I can do. I think I can buy the fishing rod in Dampton. Or no, not Dampton, Clifton. I gotta go to the top of this hill. Maybe we'll bomb that hill I saw earlier since we're back. So this little house on the corner. I mean, what could be more sweet than just living in a little house on a massive hillside? It reminds me of all the time I spent growing up in North Georgia, going to towns even smaller than mine. Alright, money. Yeah, I know, seek shelter. My tailgate's open. The wind. Oh yeah, here we go. I hear the blizzard conditions. This is like what I was talking about before. So I'm just gonna real quick drink one of my coffees. Fabulous. Close the tailgate. Get in. Check my phone for the next delivery. Inner city. So we can go to Mountain Town. I can go to Snowy Peaks for $100. Come on. We're doing the Snowy Peaks run. If I can get a run back here from Snowy Peaks, that's gonna really, it's gonna really pay for my new tires. Which sounds euphemistic, but is literal. Alright, where am I picking this up at? Keep honking when I mean to just look at the map. Alright, this is the bar. Will the bartender talk to me about AI again? Yo, I have a huge business idea for you. Picture a vending machine that sold other vending machines. Great, huh? That is really good. Do you have something for me to pick up? Is this it? Huh. Maybe it's the next little business? Sure seems like it's the bar. Oh wait, somewhere next door to the bar. The cafe. The cafe is great because they'll just sell you a cup of coffee. And the person who works here is weird. Fancy seeing you here. If we were binary code, I'd be a 0 because you're the only one I need. That's how binary works, right? Okay. She, like, flirts with you. And, you know. I'll buy you coffee. Since I'm now doing $100 jobs, I don't feel like I'm missing out or wasting my money by just straight up buying a full coffee and drinking it. Because the coffee will overcharge your energy meter, so it's usually good to just drink it anytime you get a chance. Alright, now we're leaving Fishton. Alright, and I am speeding down these roads in blizzard conditions. Knocked over a street sign. one thing that this game is honest about, and I know this because I did it for a little while, is that being a delivery driver, kind of going place to place. Now, I don't know about being like a taxi, like a Lyft, but just doing little deliveries and driving place to place, extremely chill job. I've done it twice in my life. The last time I was working for a coffee company, I would have to drive all over Creation, like all through the city, both downtown, which was a nightmare to park and figure out where to go, and outside the city, where I would just roll up to like a tiny little like a breakfast place with a gargantuan Walmart of a parking lot that was extremely easy to enter and exit. It was a very chill job. And before that, the one other time I drove deliveries was when I had my own car. And I was living with... I went the wrong way. I'm going back up to Fishton now. I need to go through Clifton. Not Fishton. What's it called? Whatever. I'm going the wrong way. But it was a little delivery job, a little delivery driver job. I had my own car. I was using my own car. It was not for one of the big apps. It was for a little local service that I assume does not exist anymore, because small local services that provide these kind of services are not allowed to exist anymore, because you can only be a big company or nothing else. Is this a shortcut, or am I like on some crazy shit? We'll find out. I think this is a shortcut. But it was a little local place in, I don't mind naming names, Swanee and Lawrenceville, Georgia, which if you're from here, then you know. And if you're not from here, then you will recognize them, because they're not that unique, but they have a certain vibe. And it's sleepy and suburban. And it was called, what was it called? I think it was just called Meals to Go. I'm very certain it was just called Meals. These are funny little buildings. Oh, I can't get the truck over here. Ah, shit. Let's see if there's an easy way if I just sort of kind of edge along this cliff. I might have fucked up. Okay. Oh! the reset button just set me up on the road. Thanks, Easy Delivery Company. That was easy. But I was working for Meals to Go in Swanee and Lawrenceville, Georgia. Going to a steakhouse and receiving enormous bags, I assume, are full of cooked meat. They're very heavy. And then driving them out to the tiniest house you've ever seen with like 12 cars outside. Those were always the best houses because they were the nicest and tipped the best. The worst were the McMansion people, obviously. I remember that their slogan was "Eat out at home," which I think is great advice. And I was nearly fired because the boss who owned the company, who I'd never spoken to except one time, and I didn't know it was him. I'll tell you the story. His thing was that if you were a new driver, he would have you deliver something to his place as like a little test. Okay, the truck fell over. And then like he would call your dispatcher. Also, I had a dispatcher who I did know personally, and who was extremely nice, and would just like text me or call me or whatever. Anyway, so I dropped some food off at this hideous McMansion. I remember it was in a neighborhood that was called like the Plantation Hills or some shit. Oh yeah, there's a whole new area to go to. Factory. All right, we'll have to check that out. But I really want to buy these snow tires. So let's keep moving. Right, that's where I'm supposed to go, is to the factory area in order to continue the story. Good, I remember. But I get a call right after I drop this stuff off at my undercover boss's house or whatever, and I'm told that I did a great job, but I have to clean the nail polish off my fingers. I'm not allowed to have nail polish while I'm working because It is, quote, unprofessional, and also he doesn't believe in that. So, what could that mean? What could that represent? I have no idea. But this is the kind of good old boy, like, weird power move shit that, like, all these small business owner dudes love to do. My shitty older brother loves to treat his employees terribly. When I briefly worked for him during COVID, we had to drive all over the Southeast installing sneeze guards and Family Dollars. If you've been to a Family Dollar or a Dollar General in the South in the last 5 years, and there was a ridiculous plastic sneeze guard that was hanging from the ceiling between you and the cashier, I probably installed it. So I'm sorry, or you're welcome. Anyway, extremely abusive, extremely exploitative, not just like demanding extra work, not just underpaying, but also weird little power moves. Trying to control like how you dress and how you look and everything under the guise of saying it's not professional. And it's like, bitch, I'm covered in sweat and like dragging myself into my 12th Family Dollar of the day in a town so small that all they have is a Family Dollar and a burned down library in nowhere, North Carolina. What am I being professional for? And also, like, of course, professionality is always the guise under which people try to suppress queerness or non-whiteness in the workplace or in any kind of visible role. And it's, God, piece of shit. This is not someone I talk to anymore. And if you're watching this, that's weird. You should not know about this. And fuck you. Like, I'm not gonna lie about how much of a dick you are. Here we go. Okay, now where in? That was very negative. I have to take it all the way to the Lopton Island. Okay, let's go. It is $100. My goodness. Okay. Shit. Please don't. Okay. I'm holding the truck reset button before I even bother going off the edge. This is a funny little spot in the road. It kind of fucks with you the first time. It's funny. Let's see. So here's a nice thing I can do is I can go to my friend's house, which is here. Even when he's not home, I can go inside. And I can use his little stove. His very charming little stove. I mean, what a little Animal Crossing cabin. Kind of better. How long we've been streaming? 40 minutes, that's not bad. And I can make some coffee without having to use any firewood. Because I can carry as many coffees as I like. Pretty sure. Okay, it's going. Drink one. Yeah, nice. Give me my cooking pot back. Do I have it back? I've got it back. Alright, let's roll. Close. Alright, get it. Okay, we still got half a tank left, which tells me that I believe, if I have this right, I shouldn't need to get more gas until I'm back in Mountain Town with a delivery, hopefully going from Snowy Peak to Fishton, which is going to be the money. And then I'll get my new tires. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Alright, it is a little confusing. Mountain Town, Fish Town, and Snowy Peaks are the larger map areas, and the smaller areas within those are the ones that are like Upton, Weston, Easton, and then here, Lopton, Winton, and Munton. I don't know what those names refer to necessarily. going to the Lopton Island, so I can just turn right here immediately. You know what it also reminds me of? It reminds me of 2016, winter 2016. The day that Donald Trump gets elected president the first time is the day that I quit the job I was working on, or the day afterwards I quit my job. I woke up, Donald Trump was president, and I was like, I can't go back there. The job I was working at the time was a fancy Italian restaurant that was deeply exploiting me and everyone else by having us work 13-hour shifts with only a half an hour break, which is 100% illegal here in the great state of Georgia. And also, oh wait, no, I'm going to the island. And also not something I would allow to happen to me today, but at the time, just nearly 10 years ago, at the time I just sort of accepted it. I was too afraid to complain because I was afraid of what would happen if I didn't have a job. Which has been the trick that they have been using on us for, 10,000 years? And anyway, I quit that job, and I sprinted like a mile in frustration. I am not a runner, so I was not feeling good after I did this. But after that, I look at all this money, $184. Incredible. I'm so rich. Let's look for a new job before we go anywhere. Alright, I can go to Fishing Town. What? No $100 job? I'm looking at the local ones. Okay. So it looks like the best paying one is pick up from the gas station here, and I can take it straight to Fishton. So, if I'm picking it up from the gas station here, can I start this job? Okay, and then oh, so the new tires that I need, ice chains, are $300, and then the fishing rod is another $125. But I really want the fishing rod. You know what? I'm gonna be pretty close to 300. If I went to Fishton and then came back and then went back to Fishton, I could get both. So let's save up and do both. We'll get the ice chains and then we'll get the fishing rod. And then we'll see where we're at. But so I quit that horrible job, and I still had a car at the time. And my brother, but my brother-in-law gave me a job, helping him flip a house. His thing that he was doing at the time was trying to flip houses. And the way we kind of did it was kind of creepy. It was a house that was on a little street with a few other houses on it, up in the mountains, up in rural Georgia, sort of in the space where there's hills and farms in between small towns. Beautiful countryside, peaceful countryside. And I was painting. I was just painting the interior of the house. I'm a really great house painter. I can do a straight line without using tape. I have in the past a few times painted murals for money. Most recently last year I did a mural in my friend's house in their kitchen, which is great. Because I was a fine art painter for a long time and an illustrator, so I can make visual art. But I'm a great house painter, and so I kind of just stayed in this little house. Wait, I've got to get up to the gas station. And is there a secret path here? Yeah. Come on. Hell yes. All right. Yeah, dude. gas, and then I'm gonna do my pickup. Alright, hey, you're good. The rude gas station attendant. You know, bucko, you're starting to grow on me. Here's $36. Just kidding, it's opposite day. Pay up. Now go away. I like him. So I was staying in this house, not furnished, and just sort of like painting and listening to audiobooks, and occasionally going to the little store to like get something to eat or get some beer. There was like a fridge in the house. Am I picking up from you? SDO2 terminated offline. Have an easy day. Okay, well that was the thing I was talking about. Is that they're a little bit funny right now. But I was just sort of left to my own devices in this funny house that was like way out in the country. I think that Ellie and Fortino are in love. That is a special thing. It is new to me. I miss you when you are not here. Is that a normal feeling? I am new to feelings. Oof. It's getting rough. Alright, let's take these plants to Fishtown. And there they go. Alright. That's okay. As long as you have one of them, you're good. And that one on top was destined to fall. So is that one. Being careful. We're using our brakes to control our descent. I'm okay. I'm okay. No! Ah! Why is it all the way over there? So if you break your thing, you don't have to go back. It just respawns nearby. Because this is not a game about fucking with you. It's a game that wants you to hang out and wants you to think about it. And it wants you to do your deliveries, but it's not gonna be an asshole about it. So I'm left to my own devices in this little house that's way out in the country, and there's howling at night, which I'm told are dingoes. I don't know if North Georgia has dingoes, but I guess we don't have wolves, so I don't know. Where the fuck am I? Okay, here we go. This is the right way. And it was very creepy. But the times when I would leave the house, especially at night, to like drive some long, lonely little road, to go to a funny little gas station to buy, you know, some beer and some Spam and some, you know, just some simple cheap foods, and then like a cup of bowl peanuts or whatever. That feeling, that is here. It brings me back to that period in an amazing way. And I don't really hate it. Oh, good. My cargo comes back, even though normal accelerating makes this one topple over, which is funny. So what I'm saying is that if you're lonely and you don't feel like you have a lot of job security, and you're on a quiet little road at an uncertain time in sort of the middle of nowhere, and you get out of your car and you bundle against the cold and you go into a weird little store, and the person in that weird little store is sort of enthusiastic to talk to you, but it isn't clear if they're your friend or not. I forgot where I started with this, but it feels true to life. There's verisimilitude here, and I think that is the number one reason I'm going to just always love this game, because it feels like such an accurate snapshot of the way something feels. I wasn't driving through all kinds of snow, nor was I hitting too many ramps in the... What the fuck did I drive? It was like a silver car. Was it a Camry? Was it a... I don't know. Some kind of car. Instead of a cool little K truck. I would be terrified to drive this little truck around in this area. Here we go. I wonder if I can't take the little shortcut down. Not here, because these are cliffs. But I think the hillside's a little gentler over this way. Might take a look. I'd love to find a route that just spit me out right at the fish tunnel. Here we go. It's right at this curve, I think. I might find a place where I can exit the road. Perhaps through this gap in this fence. Here we go. We're chilling. Okay, this is kind of more of a cliffside. Okay, backwards is cool. Hey. Oop. Yo, look at that. Perfect. I tried to slow down by hitting the brakes, which, as you know, are reverse in video games. And so it just sped me up, which is very funny. But I'm good. That was much faster than... I wish I could take 2 deliveries at once. I really want to, like, pick up an intercity delivery and then, like, on the way, grab a couple small, just local deliveries. I just realized that my chat thing, not that it's seeing a lot of action tonight, is like a little, that thing messed up. It's the wrong size now. Although the font now fits exactly, which is amusing. Alright, here we are in Fishtown. And it looks like our delivery is here in Clifton. Love it. I'm gonna make this delivery and I'm gonna take my little hourly break. Time end. I remember only some details from that period of my life. I don't remember when I came home. I mean, I must have come home after I finished the house. I know where I worked after I worked there. I worked at the noodle place after I worked at the Italian place. I waited tables for a long time. It fucking sucked. I was so broke and so unhappy for such a long time. Oof. There you go. Tailgate. Alright, $234. That's not enough for chain tires, but it is enough for the fishing rod. Is that at the Easy Mart? The fishing rod at the Easy Mart. Where's the fishing rod? Hello. Let's look at our goal thing. From the depot in Fishingtown. Intercity deliveries are a stronger source of income. No doubt about that. Camp Fee, thank you for the follow. Oh, I like your aloha emoji. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to... It says to the depot in Fishton, which I think is right here. Because that's the auto parts store. What's this? That's the pawn shop. I think the depot is damned. Let's just go into the pawn shop for fun since we're here. Ah, yes, the thing about the pawn shop is... This is the thing about the pawn shop. They have funny shadow guys. trash can where you click on it, it says clear. Throw away. I don't have any other trash. Those twins are always talking about each other, but have you ever seen them together? I think there's 3 of them. Do you mind? Is it textual that the seemingly identical people in the different stores are actually just identical twins? That's a very funny idea. Time to drink one of my 3 coffees and leave. Alright. We're going to fish. I guess I shouldn't have questioned where you would get the fishing rod. Okay. Or no, we're going to Damned. Let's see. Okay, here's a little side path. It's a little, okay. Alright. Well. Can I take another go at that? Yes. Let's turn this around. Alright. Once I get those chain tires, I'm sure. Woo! Hell yes. Okay, that's cool. Yes. Sick. Right under the bridge. Oh, snowmen! That's cute. I found some little snowmen. Wait. I meant to do that to turn around, of course. Do the snowmen have a special thing? Is it worth getting out to go check out the snowmen? Now, this is a great spot to build a fire. Bobblehead found. Bobblehead found. Is the bobblehead... Continue to accrue. Oh, I don't have the button to take a screenshot. I'm just gonna get back in the truck. Oof. Okay. Camera mode nearly killed me. That's all right. I guess I got 2 bobbleheads, so that's something that this game and I suppose Fallout 3 have in common. All right, we're so close. We're nearly there. Yes. Excellent. This is what I was looking at the beginning of the stream. Okay, here's the depot. Slam on the brakes. Going into the depot. Going to get a fishing rod. This is going to be great. Hello. Give me that. Sigh. Tell Ellie I love them so much. Oh, buddy. This guy are sick. That will cost us. I'll just be here. Fishing rod complete. Goal. Fish soup. I knew there would be some kind of energy thing. Alright. Brew some fish soup. Ice fish in a hut on the fish... Is brew the word you use? Ice fish in a hut on the fishing town lake. You'll need firewood and a cooking pot. Will do. Looking forward to that. And I have an email. How to fish. Visit a fishing hut on the lake in Fishing Town. Build a fire in the wood stove. Place 1 piece of firewood and light it with a lighter. Cast your fishing rod into the ice hole and wait for a catch. Okay. Something I just learned was that the wood stoves in the game can do a fire with just 1 piece of firewood, whereas the just building a campfire requires 2. Okay, I'm seeing some buildings. I'm seeing a dock. I imagine that I am growing close to a fishing hut. I see a fishing hut over there. Let's do it. can't take the truck out on the ice, it will break. Alright, that's my goal. I gotta fucking run. I need the camera to be behind me, please. There it is. Go in. There we go. Oh, I see a fish. I see a fish down there. Okay, we're gonna figure it out. I love a fishing mini game. I've actually been looking at a couple fishing games to possibly play on stream. Oh, listen to that wind. Fish! Oh, it's horrible. Gotta put the pot on there. Yeah! Making a fish, making a fish, making a fish, making a fish. Making a fish, making a fish, making a fish. I have infinite food now. Teach a man to fish. Also, my character is a cat, so probably likes it. It's giving web fishing, what with the character and the polygons. I better grab my soup. Soup, get. Delicious fish soup that gives me so much energy. Ooh. That gave me a lot of energy. Fish, get. Alright. So, I'm gonna catch some fish here in a minute. I'm gonna leave you for just a few moments, take my little break, and I'll come right back. are back. Alright. So how many portions of fish soup do I get? I could just get the one. That's okay. Because I don't think I'm going to run out of fish. Oh, also, you see that little icon over my my money? The little, it looks like a cup of tea. That's your temporary cold resistance. Here we go. Get the mic a little closer. Come on, fish. Come on, get in the boat. Fish, come on, get in the boat. Fish, fish. Alright. We're just gonna keep on working on this thing. I wonder if I can burn the soup. The soup which I'm brewing. Should not get too caught up with that. There we go. Come on, fish. I hear my soup a-bubbling. Come on, fish. There we go. Fish acquired. Fish soup acquired. And another. I'm gonna grind out my fish soup. Honestly, I think I would like to make a half a dozen fish soups, but if I get bored before then I will not. Hold on a second. Okay, no, it says I have 2. Excellent. When it kind of drifts to the center to be as kind of visually pleasing as possible. Oh, no, it's fish time. Fishing rod. Yeah, here we go. Get him. Get him. Get him. There we go. Get another one. Soup's gonna be ready to get here in a second. Shoot. Is it the 3rd bite every time? I think it might be. 1, 2. No, that's the 2nd one. But it was the 3rd bite for that particular fish. Fish, parentheses, 2. Oh, actually, I have enough fish to make half a dozen fish soups now. But you know what? I'm gonna make 7. I'm having a good time. This has gotta be. This is worth it for all of the energy. Look at all my energy. Alright. I'm gonna stop fishing. Even though I think it would be funny to carry a bunch of fish around, this game is actually like... Did the fire go out? Oh, I guess there is a limited amount of time on the fire, which means I'm about to freeze to death. There we go. Alright. Cooking a fish. Love his tail sticking out, just wagging. It's so funny. So, in order to make fish soup, first boil water, and then put a whole living fish in it, and then wait until the water turns the color of coffee. It should take about 1 minute, and it's ready. One more, and then we're out of here. One more, and then we're back to the truck. Back to work. And I hope that by doing 2 jobs, going from Fishtown to Snowy Peaks and then back again, that will be enough to accrue $300 that I require. Actually, I only need to accrue $200, so. We are done. I can hear my truck's radio. Oh, it is so very cold. Okay. Let's check the jobs. Snowy Peak 54, no way. No. What the heck? 70 bucks. I wonder when the jobs reset. You could go Dampton to Clifton. Whatever. No problem. Pick up from bar. Got it. Go from Danton to Clifton and see if that doesn't reset the jobs. Because I'm not driving to no Snowy Peaks for less than $100. It's not happening. Come on, it's not worth my time. Here we go. Okay, so if I just went from a lower road to a higher road, that means I'm here, and that means that I can just follow this straight, and I will get to where I'm going. Let's change the radio. Easy news. Chilling on company time. That's what I'm talking about. Chilling on company time is what I'm all about. That's what you should be about too. If you watch my stream, please do it at work. Do it when you have something that someone's told you to do, okay? What's up, barman? Yo. The people in town are getting together more often. More people to pitch my self-deleting spam email idea to. This guy's thinking. He's thinking about computers. All right. 4 cases of beer feels like a far more appropriate use of my time and talents than carrying a single beer across city lines. Ugh, I love the snow in this game. I wish we had snow. I know a bunch of places in the country right now have snow, and so long as your power is on, I strongly envy you. Just go off the edge. Who gives a shit? Guess I should. Oh, all the individual beer bottles are animated. That's great. And place and close, and we are good. Right, what do you know about navigating Fishtown? Because I'm learning. That's what I should be saying. And I'll be eating gas in Mountain Town, because that is the easiest. I don't know if this is a way that I can go. Maybe it is. It's not. Getting gas, as I was saying, getting gas in Mountain Town is the easiest. Because you don't have to go way off the road to get to the gas station. Unrealistic gas station placement. 1 out of 5. That's a joke. This game is one of those games that I would say is an all-timer. This is a game I'll be recommending to people for a long time. I feel like this game... Does it make me sound like I'm 100 years old if I say I feel like this game bridges generations? I just feel like this is a game that my young and brilliant niece would appreciate. Okay. So those power lines tell me that the thing that I want is up here, but there's no getting up that. There's no getting up that hill. This beer is for a private residence. Listen, I get it. Boom. How much did I make? Not a ton. I think a little bit more than 12. Now let's look at the job. Let's see if they've repopulated with a job I'm more interested in. Nope. Snowy Peaks, $60. Snowy Peaks, $50. Trash. $60 to go to Snowy Peaks, man. Don't they have like surge pricing or anything? I'd rather go from Dampton to Smalton for $25 and then check again. From bar. I know how to get to there. We're resetting. We're not ashamed to reset. Here we go. Just get over here. Back up a little bit and go. Nice. A small flip, just to show that I can do it, and we're good. Here we go. You think the chains will allow me to drive on the lake? I mean, I kind of feel like they must, because it says to let you drive on the ice. And I don't know if the game distinguishes like an icy road from a snowy road or whatever. I think it's referring to the lake ice. I don't really know how that works. Here we go. And the next one. I'll tell you what, I know these places like the back of my hand. Okay, it's not that next one, but it is the next one. Boom. Crash. Hello. Yo. Here's $1 million idea. Individually wrapped cookies that have ambiguous notes inside. I'll call them fake cookies. Sounds similar to something that already exists? I don't think so. More beer. Going to the gas station at Smalton. Alright. We're good. We're good. Check it out. Here's the depot. I know where I'm going. I know just where I'm going. Wow, I've got so much fish soup energy. Boom. Oh, my beer. Boom. Yes. This game owns. It's gotta be like a straight shot. The sound of the falls in the dam is kind of scary. Driving up these rocks. I'm taking a shortcut to the gas station up this hill. Not exactly. Maybe when I have the ice tires. Okay. Goodness. Can I drive onto the roof of... And we're back. Okay. I'm down to 3 bottles. That's better. We'll go the long way. I guess I'll buy gas while I'm there. It's so rocky, you can't really do anything about that. Something I meant to do last time I played was to look up this artist, Sohaoying. This is my best guess. I'm not sure how to say it. To look up this artist and see if they are a real artist, because I love this music. I'd buy a CD from them on Bandcamp. Easy. Who's eating here? Hi. Howdy, whippersnapper. SDO2 terminated. Offline. Have an easy day. Alright, bro. Enjoy your beer. You again, eh? I hate to say it, but you're a real hard worker. Gets real lonely out here, and I don't hate your visits. I've got to charge you $15. Now go away. I'm working on it. The charm's getting through. Alright, let's look at the inner city jobs. Snowy Peaks for 80. Man, $80 though. That's not really as much as I would like to be making. I got $100 for that one job, or for 2 jobs I got close to $100, and now that's kind of what I'm holding out for. Whoa, wait. Pick up from... I thought it said pick up from the bar, but that's not the bar. Unless there's another bar over here that I wasn't aware of. This community around this lakeside could probably support more than one bar. Let's see. I still have a good amount of energy. I just got gas. I'm at 146, so if I make 80, I'm gonna be at like 230, and I need another 70 to get the snow tires. get at least 70 coming back, then I'll get them. Another drive. Then we'll go either to the island, which I really want to check out, or shortcut, or onto the factory to find out what the next sort of story beat is, which I am eager to do. I've done some good driving here in the first, it's gonna be 2 hours of playing, but man, this has gone by fast. I really do love this game. Yep, there's a bar. Don't you want to live in one of the little apartments over a bar? Here in this snowy hillside. Little cluster of... Hello. Oi. Maybe I'm too hard on 6-0. Maybe life is all about supporting the people you love. You can't expect anything in return. I think supporting the people you love must be an enormously important part of life. At least, I would want supporting the people they love to be a big part of the lives of the people who love me. So, that's reason enough. That's reason enough to try to make your own life about that. And if a game makes me think about stuff like that, then I'm pretty sure it's good, okay? It's no problem. Oh, here's another track. The same guy, but I didn't know. So how you... Didn't spill one beer. Didn't spill one of them. Amazing. Now, I'm not thinking I can drive up the side of the mountain. Here in this spot, maybe? I don't think maybe I'm being invited to try? No, I don't think I'm being invited to try in this spot. Can't wait to get them new tires. Let's try to make it on this. Oh. There we go. Didn't spill a single beer. Did you see that airtime? I was in the air long enough to say my full name. You know, I know a few shortcuts that'll cut off a tiny bit of time. I guess it's lunchtime. Maybe eventually they'll give me like a winter coat or something, and I can, here we go, no need to take the long way. How do you like that? How do you like that? We'll take the road to Upton. That seems to go straight up the hill that I suspect that I will not be able to. Okay, that's okay. We're still making excellent time. You know, the game is about kind of one thing, and you do get a lot of chances to do that one thing. feels so productive when you're speeding upwards. I like crisscrossing the big ravine in the middle of the map too. Alright, big curve, big curve. Not dropping a single beer. Not dropping a single beer. Getting to Snowy Peaks, we're getting there. And then once more to Fishtown. Looks good. You get up to Snowy Peaks is when you get to the area where there's all these little red safety lights on sticks. Ooh. Ah. Those counted as the cargo. Thank God for that. That's funny. I'm gonna need to stop and eat some fish soup here in a minute. I guess I could just stop on the side of the road. That wasn't fish soup, that was coffee. I'll drink two. I'm rich. I'm rich in energy-giving items. I feel like if I was going to live in this world, I would want to live... I mean, I can see the good parts to all three communities. I like the apartment buildings in Mountain Town. There we go. Another private residence receiving enough beer to last the winter. Alright, 229. Let's look at the jobs. Intercity. Mountain Town. No. Mountain Town. No. Fishing Town. 60. Fuck you. Mountain Town. 25. Come on. Come on. None of those are worth it. I'm not doing any of this. Is bro serious right now? What? Winton to Mutton. Alright. Okay, we'll do Mutton to Winton. Nope, I'm not climbing up there. Muntin, pick up, drop off for $8. I can't do sub 10. I can't do no sub 10. Ah, man. It's annoying that there's a Muntin, but also a mountain town. Winton and Muntin. That's going to be the easiest. It's going to... No, I gotta go to the... All of these are inconvenient. You know what? We're just going to do this local Lupton delivery and then just see where we're at. I keep going around this way. Again, I asked, doesn't this app or whatever people are using to make these deliveries, doesn't it have like surge pricing or anything? Surge pricing for me, but not for me. That's okay. I can do a delivery that's from one building to the building next door. It doesn't offend me. I do feel like Snowy Peaks is the most treacherous driving conditions. I assume if I lived in this world that I would be driving for a living. Let's see. Okay, we're getting close. The pickup is from the bakery. Did I pass it? Did I pass the bakery? Surely I fucking did. I absolutely did. Back around. I drove right past that shit. Is the snow getting deeper on the map? There's the bar, there's the cafe. Yep. I went right past it. Look at that snow. I don't believe that. Hello there. Huh? I've just had the most beautiful of days. I feel things I've never felt before, like a flutter of elephants in my heart. Elephants are the pretty bugs with colorful wings, right? I think that's my least favorite character. That's the one where it does feel like it's quirky for the point of it, or for the point of being quirky, and I don't like that. That don't work for me. Going to this way. Is it to the bar, or is it just the house? It doesn't matter. We'll see it on the side of the road. It's the bar. Paid me entirely in coins. It's very funny. Alright. Let's look at the intercity jobs. Fishton, 70. Fishton for 72. What about the local ones? I'll do another local one before I go to Fishton. On to Winton to Munton. I'm going to guess that this is pick up at the gas station. This is going to be drop off at the gas station. For 13. I don't know. I feel like Lopton to Winton should be way easier. Never take a job for less than $10 that makes you drive all the way from Lopton to Winton. It's just too tedious. Snowy Peaks is an annoying place to drive. Also, there's a lot of like high altitude lakes around here. You know what? Let's see, how much money do I have? I have 237. If I take this $70 job in Fishton, and I don't even have to climb up the mountain to do it, if I take the $70 job, I'm gonna have money for the chain tires. Let's do this. Let's freaking go. Almost full gas. Lots of energy for speed running. Speed running this. steering. I have a bar that changes steering up and down. I don't know what that means, so I'm not gonna. Whoa. I'm not gonna fuck with that. Click on controls. No, that's not a way to do it. Kind of drift forward, but there's no accelerating with the stick. This ain't no Warhog. It's something else that's also good, but it's not a Warhog. Still get some air. So I'm picking up from the pawn shop. Easy auto. Got it. Let's go, let's go. Hello. Oh. It's been so nice to play with all our friends the last few days. MK must miss Seb so much. I can't imagine not having my closest friend while everyone else has found each other. Okay. So that's the other part of the story, are the characters MK and Seb. MK, I now remember, is the name of the dog. It's not CC, it's MK. He's the one who looks like KK. Seb, I believe, was the previous delivery driver. Some of the villagers have less airtight memories than others kind of confused me for. At least the guy who calls me Whippersnapper, who now only speaks in computer errors, thought for a while that I was Seb. I guess MK was working with the last delivery person. I hope that MK's various plans did not cause Seb to suffer an untimely death. I sure hope that's not like a reveal, and he's now, you know, involving me as well. I guess I could call him. Here we go. Here we go. We're getting to Fishton. We're going to Fishton so fast you won't believe it. You won't believe how quickly we're going to get there. Here we go. This is the secret path. This is the way. Right freaking down here. Look at this. Look at this. Okay. Look how easy they make it. Boom. Alright. Reload required. Ah, I can taste those chain tires. But also I'm gonna be broke. I'm gonna eventually need more gas and stuff. This is worth the way. See, now it does make me nervous when I'm on the cliffs. That's kind of a long drop. Kind of a long drop for a big car like this. Okay. Please spawn on the road. Perfect. Thank you. Actually. There we go. Oh. My truck was moving a little bit without me in it. I feel it in my stomach when I fall down there. Look at this. Look at this. We're just where we need to be. You can skip almost all of Mountain Town if you're going from Snowy Peaks to Fishtown. So that's important to remember, that one of these routes is just a little bit easier than the other. Back, and so now, where in Fishtown are we going? Ah, we're going right to the place where they sell the ice chains. How do you like that? I'm so excited for the ice chains. Go, make sure my mic is in the right position. Get that mic right. Alright, okay. Okay. Here we go. I see the lights of Clifton. I think, if I'm being honest with myself, that Clifton is my favorite of the little communities. It is the one I would like to live in. Although I imagine I have a lot of friends in Dampton. I just feel like I would go to Dampton to hang out. Okay. Nope. Money, please. Look at all that. Alright, I'll have 15 left over. Give me my tires. Holy crap, I'm so excited. Ice chains. Oh. I remembered what I was supposed to tell you. Seb was babbling about EasyCode programming. Something about the SD unit and the cluster? Does that make any sense to you? Ice chains. These should help keep your speed on the ice. That will cost all this money, but your upgrade will be installed right away. Thank you, sir. Goal factory. Yeah, now it's time to go to the factory. So SD, I know, is part of the funny, glitchy dialogue thing keeps popping up when I talk to the guy at, I think it's Easy Cafe. Whoa! Alright, doing good. This is gaming. I guess I'm going to the lake. I am just cutting across. Here we go. Hell yes. Whee! Okay. So, doesn't look like I can drive over the lake. That's okay. That makes sense that chains wouldn't prevent your vehicle from breaking through the ice. Sorry. Can you hear that dog barking outside? I got the window open. I'm streaming with the window open. I believe I'm going back to the entrance of Fishton. I can't see for nothing. I gotta say, I'm going way faster now. What the heck? Alright, so what I'm gonna do, it's been an hour, I'm gonna take my little hourly break. So I will be right back. Alright. Hello. We are back. We are going to the factory, and I am very excited for that. And my phone just went off. Okay, we'll get that in a minute. Yes. I don't like that my video is obscuring the radio. I can put myself right here. I can put myself all the way down in the corner. There we go. Oh, I'm about to go off a cliff. That's okay. Oh no, I don't know where I am. Is this leaving? I think this is leaving. I think this is leaving. This is actually going to Fish. I think that I'm definitely going to the wrong place. Okay. Let's go back this way. That's okay. We can use the same little shortcut we used last time. Sit in the back of the truck so I can go anywhere. Lost my path. I'm completely turned around. Seems like I'm going down. I want to go down. I want to go up. This is the way, actually. This feels more like it's the way. Okay. Tunnel, yes. Let's freaking go. Okay. Alright. We got plenty of fish soup, so I'll have plenty of energy. And the conditions are clear here in Mountain Town, which is excellent. Let's just settle in. I normally like to burn incense during my stream, because the purpose of the stream is to be like fun and relaxing for me. And I got this incense from the store that it smells really good. Well, it smells medium good, frankly. But the real... Whoa, okay. Got it, we got it, we're good, we're good. But the real funny thing about it is that when I smell it, when it is burning, it makes my throat hurt really bad. This has been a consistent effect. So, oh no! That tree's okay. It has been a consistent phenomenon, and it's deeply unpleasant, so I threw the stick away, and I think I'm just gonna... What the fuck? That's where the train's going. You've got the ice chains. Good. It's a straight shot to the factory. You'll need some speed. I'll radio you once you're inside. I would go with you, but my programming doesn't seem to allow it. I've been trying for months to get in, ever since. Anyway, make sure to top up on energy before heading in. Good luck in there. Alright. That's scary. radio tower in Fishton. I've gotta get up a bunch of speed. That makes sense. Ooh. Okay. Let's go. Am I about to beat this game? I think I'm about to beat this game. Still want to check out the radio tower, though. Trying to find a control center. Hey. I never got your name. I'm sorry for all this. When you started up, I really thought Seb had come back. Seems like EasyCode really has shut down cloud-computed agents for good. Seb and I were friends. Good friends. We were a little rigid around the edges. We became as close of friends as two ML agents could be. Seb supported my dream of one day leaving this place. I thought was terrible. But I think their heart was here with the shopkeepers. They saw each other a lot more, though. Well, a lot more through the deliveries. I was just fixing things in the background. Seb ultimately gave up their job to be with me. Just having a look. Just having a little look around. Just shut down. All I wanted was to join them. That's why I was trying so hard to get into the factory. It was really nice seeing the shopkeepers blossom into their own selves. All I want now is to keep them safe. For Seb. Even if it means rebooting them. SD units or hydropower. What happens if I click hydropower? Operational turbine 1, 2, 3. I can shut down the dam? Okay, what happens if I click this? SD. These are all the shopkeepers. Vaults present. if I want to reset them. What happens if I turn off the dam? All shopkeepers will shut down. I think it's better to shut them down than to reset them. They became themselves. I'm gonna choose. Have an easy day. Status ready. And if I hit play, huh. Let's reset them. See what resetting them does. Yeah, you can't just talk to them whenever. Why am I freezing in here now? Did I freeze the first time I went into the elevator? Leave. Ooh, it's a long way to walk. Doesn't look like I'm freezing here. I guess it was just in the elevator that you freeze. He's not calling me. Oh, it's so eerie. We gotta check out the other radio tower, though. Here we go. Yeah, he's definitely not calling me. It's just a little step of my dude. getting there. Oh shit. That's funny. What happens now? Alright, I guess I made my choice, huh? I said I have to walk all the way out. What happens if I go back now? Here I am in front of this big lake. Well, let's find out something else, though. If I get up speed, I get on the ice, I start going in a different direction. What's over here? Now that I know how to drive on the ice, I feel like I can do whatever I want. As long as what I want involves hearing that noise. It got me. The lights are off. The other thing I notice about these communities, there doesn't seem to be a road out. Oh God. Oh, I feel like I should have hit reset and not turn off the power. Maybe if I go back to the dam, I can turn it back on. It's out in town. Birds are alive. The trains are still running. What about my computer thing? Available jobs offline. Right, sweet. Please report you've been hired. My emails are in a different order. I don't know if that means anything. Oh, I'm so afraid to go in any of the shops. I feel like I did the wrong thing here. Surely with all the trains passing, someone will notice that the power is out. Ugh. But he just fell over. Does that mean... Okay, aside from it actually being a video game, I don't think we're in a computer, I think they were robots. Making deliveries in between robots. Why? They sell real coffee. Like, they sell real food. Is this place like just one big resort? And the robots are like a Westworld situation, but it's just for, you know, employees. Oof. Right down. That's okay. Should I go first? Should I try to go to the radio tower? Like, if the power is out, that won't do anything. I have to go to the dam. The way to get in the dam is through an elevator. There's a door to the side. Can I go in this door? No. This appears to be an invisible wall there. Let's see if I can turn the tape back on. I cannot get in. Okay. Do I need to play the game again in order to get to the point where I get the chain tires? That would be kind of tedious. Doesn't sound very fun to me. Oh, I feel terrible. Alright, there's the island. Let's give this a shot. Ugh. Huh. The best place to launch from is... I wonder if it isn't here. It's a straight shot. Made it! Okay, okay. Station. Oh, yeah, it's off. I wonder if it was just like a bonus station. Shoot. What I mean is, I wonder if it was just like for the purpose of giving the player like a bonus song. I wonder if that's like a giant fish or something. I'm a little distressed. Did I, like... Did I just screw up my save? I really feel like I should not have done that. I really feel like I shouldn't have done that. Ooh, alright. This game will end on a terribly bitter note. Terribly bitter. Just driving around a dead world. Let's go to MK's house. I know it's in Snowy Peak. No, it's in Snowy Peak, but I want to try. It's so sad. I really wish that, I really wish I knew for sure. I guess I was the one talking about how great ambiguity is. I'm about to be out of gas. Can I even get gas anymore? I don't have a lot of money. I guess eventually you just... If I kept playing, I'm just gonna like die of starvation or hypothermia or whatever. screwed myself turning off power. Maybe I should have just reset them. Maybe it would be better. Is there options? If I quit to menu, it'll just... Let's find out. Let's find out what happens if I just reload my save. It's crazy to realize, like, oh, this is probably my character booting up. Zoom. It's gonna put me in a dark world at the foot of the I guess I'm just here. I guess I'm just right where I was just now. Okay. Scary building. What to say, I'm most impressed. Maybe one day I'll replay it, and if I do, I'll definitely choose the reset. Power off everywhere. It must be off everywhere. Power lines all run from the dam, I guess. Alright, we have to check. Can't stop playing until we look. Oh, he's standing up. Did I just steal the whole time? Inside of the building. Because the building is without power. It's no longer being heated. Alright. I gotta try to go back to my friend's house. Get to his house, there's a stove. Low fuel. Try to go to the dam. Man. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I didn't learn enough shortcuts for going up the hill. Gotta go back and forth on this map. Extra driving. I keep imagining that I'm slowing down on the hill. I think I am slowing down. No, I don't think that has a mechanic for slowing you down when you're on low fuel. Okay, I'm making it. This house is kind of right by the tunnel. I saw a light. I bet the vending machines don't even work anymore. Okay. Didn't think I'd make it to the tunnel, but I made it to the tunnel. my god, I can't believe it. What this little thing is. I think it's a bobblehead, but I'm not sure. Those lights are on. Snowy Peaks have power? Is it possible that Snowy Peaks has power? Maybe these little lights on the side of the road aren't power. Hey, buddy. I'm just doesn't let me go down there. Man, I don't know what. It's just this empty world now. Well, guess I'm gonna drive out into the middle of this bridge. Alright, well, thank you for joining me. This was an amazing video game. I'm really glad that I streamed it. Really hope I don't lose the VOD. Fuck ice.